So about the new trailer for Jurassic World Rebirth. This has been a movie we've been anticipating for some time. We have finally gotten the new trailer. Of course, Scarlett Johansson here stars as Zora Bennett. You have Mahershala Ali as Duncan Kincaid, Jonathan Bailey as Dr. Henry Loomis, and this is going to take 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion. Now, the first trailer, I will tell you, I was very fascinated with. Honestly, I was very interested to see what exactly they were going to do here. And, one of the things with me with Jurassic World Rebirth that I think just sounds so great is that David Coeb has come back to do the screenplay, who of course is the man behind the original Jurassic Park film. So this film basically showcases that the world has changed and that the humanity and everybody else is looking towards the dinosaurs to save us from diseases and things like that. So this is why we see the characters of Mahershala Ali, who is playing Duncan Kincaid, who is a team leader for Zora, and Zora Bennett, who is played by Scarlett Johansson, who is a covert operation expert, teaming up with Dr. Henry Loomis, who is a paleontologist played by Jonathan Bailey, to go and extract the DNA from the 3 largest creatures within the tropics, because there is a key in this DNA that will be a key to making a drug that will miraculously save human lives. So they say. We know things are going to get more twisted than that. There's an added element here as well, because we see that they cross paths with a civilian family whose boating adventure was overturned by an attack of roving aquatic dinosaurs. So I'm reading the plot summary, by the way, right now. So now they're stranded on an island. So on top of all of these things, they have to choose between saving this family as well as getting the DNA, which is going to add, I think, a bit of pressure, especially on the covert team of Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali. I feel like Jonathan Bailey's Dr. Henry Loomis might be one that wants to save them, so we'll see what happens. But overall, this trailer gave me some good vibes of the original Jurassic Park. I've been a fan of all the Jurassic movies. I even like Dominion because of some of the things it's showcased as well. I think Jurassic's going to be one of those film names that will always hit it big and hot at the box office. So I don't see these dinosaurs going away anytime soon. I don't think they'll be extinct. That was my joke for the day. But let's read the whole plot summary here. 5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion, the planet's environment has shown itself to be mainly inhospitable to the dinosaurs. The survivors now live in remote tropical regions with conditions similar to those in which they were formerly abundant, with the exception of Biosyn, where they still thrive. Zora Bennett, a covert operative, is hired to work with paleontologist Dr. Henry Loomis and team leader Duncan Kincaid on a top-secret mission. Their goal is to locate the 3 largest creatures within the tropics and acquire their DNA, which contains the key to a drug that will miraculously save human lives. The team crosses paths with a civilian family whose boating adventure was overturned by an attack of roving aquatic dinosaurs, leaving them all stranded on an island. Once the site of Jurassic Park's research laboratory, the group discovers that the island is home to failed, mutated dinosaurs which have thrived there for decades. So that's a big thing about this movie, is that we're going to see some dinosaurs that we have never dreamed of seeing, right? And you see some of these pictures right here. It's going to be insane. So I'm very excited to see what that's going to look like. I really love that they're doing something different and new than what we've seen. And, like I said, this is a franchise that continues to be successful. So I just don't see them quitting anytime soon. I'm excited to see what exactly this will be. I think this is such a great cast here with Mahershala, Jonathan Bailey, as well as Scarlett Johansson leading, and I will be seated for this movie come July 2nd, 2025. But let me know what you think about this new trailer right here, and what exactly do you expect to see. I just love the look of this. It just looks like a combination of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. Like, it still feels like a very contained story, but still trying to expand the lore and the world building like we did in Jurassic World, but the story is still contained, especially with this family who's introduced towards the end of the trailer. I think that adds a little bit more of a personal story than maybe we've seen in the previous installments that came not a couple of years ago. So I don't know, I think it was time to really shift the narrative into something new and different and be a little bit more bold. Mutated dinosaurs, I think that's pretty bold, so we'll see what happens. But let me know what you think. Were you a fan of Jurassic World Dominion? Are you excited to see the Jurassic franchise keeping on thriving? And do you think this movie is going to hit $1 billion as well as we've seen with previous installments of the franchise? Comment all of that below. But like I said, the cast was the initial thing that got to me. I think Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and Jonathan Bailey are great. David Coeb coming back to write the film as well sounds so exciting, considering he did write the original film, which I think is just flawless and is still one of my favorite movies to just keep rewatching to this day. Like, it never really gets old. So we'll see what happens with this one. The film does come out this summer. If you're excited for the movie, comment it down below and let me know your thoughts and your opinions on the trailer. Some theories that I've had had, I said, are that the DNA they're extracting might not be exactly what they're being told it is for. And I think that maybe Scarlett Johansson's character might know that deep down, or she might realize it, but I for sure know Jonathan Bailey's character doesn't know this, and that's going to create some tension between them, especially considering the fact that they might just have to choose between saving this family or getting that DNA to the government or whoever it is that's behind this whole mission. So I think that's going to be the main storyline and the main conflict here, as well as trying to escape from the mutated dinosaurs, which I think are going to be terrifying for sure. And tell me what you think. Is this a better story than dinosaurs being used to clone humans and things like that? Let me know down below. I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions, but that's going to do it for me. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. We're on the road to 37,000 subscribers. We're less than 50 away from that goal. We do have our video on Hard Eyes, which is a movie coming out this weekend. And we also have Love Hurts coming out this weekend with Ki Hu Kwan. So it's a pretty good week at the movies for sure. I do have my January recap as well coming out today, so if you want to check out some of the new releases I watched as well as some other movies, stay tuned for that video. But a ton more content coming your way. Trying to get a little bit better. We're getting there, so I'm very excited to make a ton of videos in the coming days, so stay tuned. We got a South by Southwest roundup video talking about all of the releases that got announced before they announced the next wave of releases that are coming. That video will be coming out tomorrow as well. But in the meantime, check out our companion review if you haven't seen that movie, or if you just want to know if it's worth checking out. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. You can follow us on our social medias, whether it's our website, culturelixir.com, also our Instagram, our Twitter, things like that, or our TikTok, whichever one you prefer. But as always, I'll see all of you next time. Let's get to 40K subscribers. Are you excited for Jurassic World Rebirth, or are you hesitant to see if this movie is going to be as good as the original ones, or did you not like the sequels that came with Chris Pratt and all that? Comment it down below. As always, I'll see all of you next time. Let's get to 40K. Stay safe, stay positive.